1021 and 1053 The Shark. Here are 3 things you need to know.
Thanks, X-Men. Your Shark Bites all brought to you by Jimmy's Jazz and Blues Club, online at jimmysoncongress.com. Well, could it be we're actually going to get some winter weather for November 12th? Wow. Slight chance of snow showers today, 45 for a high. Were you out last night watching the Northern Lights at about 9:15, 9:30, something like that? I actually thought I saw some flurries as I was going through Nottingham last night. I mean, it could be wrong about that. But anyway, tomorrow's going to be fine. Friday, fine. Saturday, fine. And then on Sunday, it looks like we could have another chance of snow showers Saturday night into Sunday. So more on that, of course, as the week progresses, because Mother Nature changes her mind. In other news, the House will vote on reopening the federal government today after lawmakers' funding bill survived a key hurdle earlier this morning. The shutdown is now the longest in U.S. history by roughly a week. And I don't know if you saw them, but yeah, I just mentioned the Northern Lights. They were seen in several New Hampshire towns last night. We got all kinds of photos from Rochester, Lee, Manchester, Harrisburg, Illinois, Lyndeborough. They're quite a thing. The Northern Lights are caused by some sort of solar storm that I really don't understand. But it's highly energized particles that are exploding from the sun's surface to Earth's atmosphere. It sounds very exciting. And in fact, it was. If I saw any Northern Lights last night, I was out after 9 o'clock. I am never out after 9 o'clock. Do you think that Mother Nature would give me a little purple in the sky? I got nothing. Anyway, if you want more details on how to win that trip to Vegas, listen up. Here they are. Oh, you make me feel so good. It's 1021 and 1053 The Shark. Listen, I know it's not Christmas yet. Thanksgiving isn't even here yet. I get so many people who are like, Siri, Thanksgiving isn't even. Listen, it's okay. We sometimes talk about Christmas in July, right? Anyway, I have the perfect thing to do with your kids, your grandkids, whatever you got, or just yourself, because that would be me. The Conway Scenic Railroad, one of the gems of New Hampshire. Not only does it take you all the way up to Mount Washington at various times of the year, but it brings you right to Santa's workshop in the White Mountains. I know. You and your family are going to ride the beautifully decorated vintage train, where elves are going to greet you. Little Aunt Santa's elves are going to greet you. Actually, I don't know if they're little. That was an assumption on my part. Anyway, cookies and cocoa will be served as an extra special treat. I don't know why you're not there right now waiting. But yeah, it's true. Santa is absolute magic, and he's got a workshop in the White Mountains right here in New Hampshire, and he knows when you're going to be coming to see him. So while you're enjoying your cookies and cocoa, he's going to be there talking to Mrs. Claus about your holiday list and what you want. The train ride takes about an hour and 20 minutes, so you're going to have to be patient, but it's so worth it. The train rides begin on November 28th. Now, why am I telling you this on November 12th? Because you got to ask Mom and Dad, Grammy and Grandpa, Papa and Nana, or whatever you call them, to get you your tickets early, because the train sells out. They're only offered for a few days in the month of December. So you got to understand, Santa and Mrs. Claus are extremely busy this time of year, getting all of your presents together. My God, did you see your list? Anyway, book your tickets, and they're definitely going to make time for you. It's 1021 and 1053 The Shark. By the way, check out the app for more details on the train. 1021 and 1053 The Shark. I'm Sarah Sullivan. Hi, how are you? I'm doing okay, It's Wednesday, November 12th. Joe Walsh was in Wichita, Kansas yesterday. Did you know that he grew up there? I didn't know that. I was today years old when I found that out. But he made an appearance at the Robert J. Dole VA Medical Center, saying hello to all the Wichita vets. It was Veterans Day yesterday, and he also is having a street renamed in his honor. He once did a really sweet, sentimental short song called Where I Grew Up about his time there. Here's part of it.
I grew up in a little town world. Wasn't a lot there to see.
Sweet. That was from his 1991 album called Ordinary Average Guy. And he, in fact, is. He'll turn 78 next Thursday, the 20th. He's celebrating his 50th anniversary with the Eagles this year. And before that, of course, he had a bunch of solo albums after leaving the James Gang. His father, by the way, was a pilot in the U.S. Air Force who died in a midair collision over Okinawa in 1949. Then Joe was adopted by his stepfather when he was 5 years old. His brother-in-law is Ringo Starr. We're going to have Joe Walsh coming up next on 102.1 and 105.3 The Shark.
1021 and 1053 The Shark. Here are three things you need to know.
Thanks, X-Man. Your Shark Bites all brought to you by Jimmy's Jazz and Blues Club, online at jimmysoncongress.com. Here's what's happening. The House will vote on reopening the federal government today after lawmakers' funding bill survived a key hurdle earlier this morning. I'm talking in the wee hours of the morning. The bipartisan deal to end the government shutdown advanced through the House Rules Committee overnight. The shutdown is now the longest in U.S. history by roughly a week. And did you see the northern lights visible in several New Hampshire communities last night? I was out after 9 o'clock. I saw nothing. Mother Nature gave me goose egg in Raymond. I looked up. I was looking around. I even went on a little drive through Nottingham. Nothing. Anyway, we got all kinds of photos on the Shark Facebook page. You should really check them out. From Rochester, Lee, Manchester, Illinois, Lineborough. I mean, I'm talking all over the place. The northern lights are caused by some sort of solar storm that's happening, and energized particles are bouncing off the sun into the Earth's atmosphere. It's pretty cool, I got to tell you. And in case you missed it, Jimmy Kimmel lost a very good friend last night. His childhood friend, the show's band leader, Cleto Escobedo III, died yesterday. He was only 59 years old. Here's the beginning of Jimmy's monologue last night.
Cleto was the leader growing up. I was the sidekick. He was the star. Cleto played saxophone. I played clarinet. That's kind of all you need to know about us. When I was a local DJ at a junky little radio station in Palm Springs, Cleto was on stage playing to 20,000 people. And then a few years went by and our roles reversed. It was my show. My name was on everything. I was all of a sudden the star. And a lot of people who have a huge amount of talent would have a problem with that. Cleto never did. Not a twinge of jealousy, envy, passive aggressiveness, none of that ever. The opposite. He was proud of me. He loved me. He loved seeing all of this happen.
My gosh.
He loved being a part of it.
I'm telling you, that's what a friend does, number one. And number two, Jimmy Kimmel has been crying a lot on his show. I never thought that he would do that, and I'm sure he never thought so either. Anyway, coming up in 15 minutes from now, a captain eases the fear and anxiety for some of his passengers by talking about ice cream. That's coming up in 15 minutes from now on 102.1 and 105.3 The Shark. Sweet, sweet dreams. 102.1 and 105.3 The Shark. Yesterday, I asked you about the greatest female rock singer of all time. Annie Lennox, would you consider her a rock singer, though? I don't know. She's more of a pop queen. One of the most amazing, clear voices I've ever heard in my life, but I don't think I would consider her a rock vocalist. Anyway, you can make your vote on who you think is the best one right there on our Facebook page or on the app or wherever you find me. I'm everywhere. Anyway, as of Tuesday morning, more than 1,200 flights have been canceled as the government shutdown continues to place a strain on flying officials. You know, if you don't have the staff, you can't fly. Recently, there was a Delta Airlines pilot who made an announcement before his departure over the weekend, saying that he really does understand that some flyers are nervous with all the chaos happening. So he reassured them with a story about ice cream. Check it out.
I know we probably have quite a few nervous flyers today. It is perfectly understandable. I want to emphasize this aircraft does not move a single inch unless both my co-captain Michael and myself are absolutely certain it's safe to do so. Before I left the house on this trip, my little one has learned the word ice cream, and she made me make sure I promised her to get her ice cream when I get back home from the trip. That being said, nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing unsafe comes in between me, that little girl, and her ice cream. I know you guys probably have some similar plans, maybe not tonight, but probably tomorrow afternoon once we get you up to Raleigh. Please feel free to join our Wi-Fi and take care of picking out which place you guys are going to get ice cream, or shoot your friends and family texts about what you guys are doing on the flight. Should be a really nice day to go flying.
God, why am I so emotional today? Wasn't that great? People can be really great sometimes. Anyway, speaking of really great, Journey is coming to Manchester. Can you believe it? The Shark welcomes Journey at the Snoo Arena. If you want to go, just go to the Shark app, push a little piton, and tell us why you want the tickets or you need the tickets. We're going to be announcing the winners on the show next Monday. It's 102.1 and 105.3 The Shark. I sure hope it's not the end of the world, but you never know, I suppose. No use worrying about the future or the past. All we have is this moment. Oh, it's very deep, Sarah. Anyway, I'm Sarah Sullivan. It's a Shark Morning Show. There's a billion movies about Christmas, and my mother-in-law watches every single one of them on the Hallmark Channel. But Thanksgiving does have its share of feel-good movies. For instance, The Addams Family Values. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, The Addams Family? Oh, yeah. Remember when Wednesday was in that play about Thanksgiving?
The gods of my tribe have spoken. They have said, do not trust the pilgrims, especially Sarah Miller.
Gary, she's changing the words.
And for all these reasons, I've decided to scalp you and burn your village to the ground.
Whoops. That Wednesday, she was trouble, man. Others on the list of movies, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with John Candy and Steve Martin. If that movie doesn't make you laugh, I don't even know what to tell you. The quintessential movie, though, for me, for Thanksgiving, it's actually a TV show. It's a classic, Charlie Brown, Thanksgiving. Here's Sally, Charlie Brown, and Linus, who apparently knows it all about everything. My goodness.
It seems Thanksgiving Day is upon us. I haven't even finished eating all my Halloween candy.
Sally, Thanksgiving is a very important holiday. Ours was the first country in the world to make a national holiday to give thanks.
Isn't he the cutest thing?
You know, I wonder if in cartoon world, if the other characters ever rolled their eyes at Linus. You know what I mean? Just something that goes on in my head. Anyway, coming up just after 8 o'clock, we've got something for you to do with your littles, with your kids or your grandchildren for the holiday season. It's fantastic. I'll tell you all about it. It's a little bit of a road trip, but it's worth it. It's 102.1 and 105.3 The Shark. Ryan started the fire. 102.1 and 105.3 The Shark. Do you remember that episode of The Office when Dwight was so mad at Ryan because him and Michael had a crush on Ryan? It's the funniest ever.
All aboard!
Anyway, listen, it's Sarah Sullivan. It's 102.1 and 105.3 The Shark. I have something so fun for you to do with the littles this holiday season. You gotta go to the Conway Scenic Railroad. It's one of the gems of New Hampshire. Not only does it take you all the way up to Mount Washington at various times a year, but it brings you right to Santa's workshop in the White Mountains. I know. This is unbelievable. I don't care how old you are. This is going to be a good time. You and your family are going to ride the beautifully decorated vintage train car that Mrs. Claus decorated her very own self. She makes cocoa and cookies with her own little Mrs. Claus hands and gives them to you. It's unbelievable. Elves greet you right there at the train. It's absolute magic. It is. Santa knows when you're going to be coming to see him, so you better be good on the train, too. The train ride will take about an hour and 20 minutes, but it's very exciting riding in that train. The sights that you will see, it's in the middle of the White Mountains, for goodness sake. It's just beautiful. So, yeah, if you're traveling from the Seacoast area, it's going to take you about an hour and a half, depending on where you are. Weirdly enough, from Portland, Maine, it's a little bit faster. It's like an hour 20. But from Portsmouth, it's about an hour 45, because geography. So if you want more details about the tickets, they begin selling them on the train rides begin on November 28th. So you can buy tickets now, and I suggest that you do that because these trips sell out. All the details that you need right there at shark1053.com or on the Shark app. 102.1 and 105.3 The Shark. I'm Sarah Sullivan. I heard a couple people say, my goodness, it's cold yesterday. It's November. I mean, we've had a ton of snow by this time. Anyway, speaking of snow, I saw flurries last night, and it looks like we are going to get a few more flurries this weekend. More details on that coming up. But anyway, City Shoes in downtown Portsmouth announced it's closing. 10 Pleasant Street in Portsmouth. It's permanently closing on December 15th. Kathy, the owner of City Shoes, posted a message, and she thanked her loyal customers, and she said that she never imagined the many lessons that she learned, the stories that she heard, and the relationships that she built. It's hard to walk away from your clientele. I mean, I remember as a little kid when we had our corner store, it was a little grocery store, and I used to deliver the newspapers and bags of groceries to the old ladies in the neighborhood. That is a fact, Jack. But anyway, I loved them. And then, you know, when it closes, you're sad about it. But there is good news. Club Boutique, which is the other store that City Shoes shares that space with, it's relocating. It's going to remain open just in a different location in Rye. Starting on February 1st, Club Boutique is going to be at 150 Lafayette Road in Rye. So there you go. You can wish them well right there at shark1053.com or on the Shark app. Hey, coming up, we've got the Shark Yacht Rock Song of the Day.